or 4-belt era, and you became the second undisputed champion in 3 weight classes when there was only one champion back in 1938 with Henry Armstrong. That's a lot of stuff.
You hear that? You hear that?
Which do you think means the most?
And all of it.
Saturday. I'm glad that he think he's confident. I like it. I like the confidence, but he's talking too much. He gonna.
Terence Crawford and Jaron "Boots" Ennis had just met for the very first time, but things heated up fast. What started as a calm sit-down quickly turned into a verbal showdown that shook the boxing world. 2 champions from 2 different eras face to face, and not a smile in sight. Boots fired first, calling Crawford the old guard who's afraid to pass the torch. Crawford shot back instantly. Cameras caught every second. Within minutes, Twitter, podcasts, and fight forums exploded. Fans were asking one thing: is this the next super fight? Because make no mistake, this wasn't friendly talk. This was a battle between the king of the sport and the man who wants his crown. Crawford had been doing interviews after his massive win over Canelo Alvarez, but this was different.
Too, but honestly, there could be the way where you put Crawford over Mayweather. Because of going up, you didn't see Mayweather go up from 147 to 168. That's crazy, bro. And honestly, I thought Crawford was gonna have more of a hard time because he had a hard time with Madronov. So imagine going up to it. I mean, that's crazy. But I don't want to take nothing away from Mayweather. Mayweather's the greatest of all time. But I think that was a really big risk that Crawford took, and then he ended up winning, you know what I mean? So you have to give credit to that too. That's a big risk. That'd be like me going up and fighting Usyk right now. Heavyweight.
I know that's been kind of hinted.
I'm not thinking of that right now. I'm not thinking of that right now, no, but that's kind of like how that'd be. You know what I mean? So you have to, bro, that's a lot of, he has a lot of balls to do that. And not only to go do that.
Jaron Ennis sat right next to him, confident, young, undefeated, and determined to prove that he's not just next in line. He's now.
Ennis is in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. He's got the it, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big ones.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
That definitely. Definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for.
It's been months since Boots first called out Crawford. He wasn't disrespectful, just hungry. When you put 2 top predators in one room, sparks fly. For most of the conversation, Crawford stayed calm, but his eyes said it all, focused and unafraid. Boots leaned in and said, "Canelo lost to you, respect, but I'm not them. I'm coming for that crown." You could see the shift in Crawford's face, that cold Omaha stare. This wasn't an old lion versus a young cub. Crawford isn't slowing down. He's sharper than ever.
What does he mean?
Yeah, he said world-class fighter. I guess he's trying to say if you're a world-class fighter.
Sign a contract. Exactly, sign a contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he wanted to move up and accomplish to be undisputed at 54 or something like that. So yeah, he definitely did say that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We ain't worrying about, right now we ain't worrying about Crawford. We're going to clean 147 now, then we're going to move to 154. If he there and he got a belt, we coming after him.
Simple. Defeating Israel Madrimov, Errol Spence Jr., and Canelo Alvarez, 2 weight classes above him, Crawford's record is nearly untouchable. Undefeated across 3 divisions, 42 fights, 31 knockouts, and 0 losses. That's not just dominance, that's legacy.
I want to see. Yeah. I want to do it.
Do you respect him as when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so...
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said, they called, And we said, yeah. We never heard nothing else back about it. So yeah, like,
Right.
I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But don't just.
But things are heating up now. Jaron Boots Ennis is being groomed as the next pound-for-pound great. At just 27 years old, he's 34-0 with 30 knockouts. His rise has been nothing short of electric.
Against Jaron Ennis, for me, he's the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fight.
Even Eddie Hearn has spoken on it. When it comes to pure skill and speed, Boots is the future, he said. There's no one waiting in his lane. Not in 3 years, in 1. Boots brings that classic Philly aggression. Fast, flashy, fearless. He's dominated at 147 lbs, moved up to 150, and many believe middleweight could be next. Sound familiar? It should, because Crawford did the same. 2 mirror images facing off, one still climbing, the other standing on top.
I feel that Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that can be at 54, it can be at 60. You know, obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy. And Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved,
What made this face-to-face so powerful wasn't the trash talk. It was the respect beneath it. Boots never called Crawford old, he called him great. But then he added, greatness has to be tested. He told Bud, I'm walking the same road you did. Spence, Madrimov, Lima, you moved up to reach Canelo. I'm moving up to reach you. And he's right. Boots is following the Crawford blueprint step by step. Danny Garcia even said stylistically, it's a dream matchup. The only danger? Boots might just be too hungry.
That's a good fight. That's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Probably at middleweight or something. That's like a vacant belt. That's definitely up there. That's definitely a big fight. Probably Shakur and Tank too, maybe. That's like right on scene. But yeah, that's that. He might not be lying. That might be the.
When Crawford heard that, his eyes lit up. He's seen this story before. The young lion calling out the throne. Look at what he did to Canelo. Look at Spence. When the cameras stopped rolling, the internet went wild. Some say Boots is the new face of boxing. Others say he hasn't earned the right to breathe Crawford's air yet.
You were here in Philadelphia, Boots Ennis, Eddie, a couple other people, called Boots the natural successor to Terence Crawford, and obviously I know your relationship with him. Do you feel that high on Boots as well, or?
Hell yeah, I think Boots is a hell of a fighter. I don't know about the natural sensation, whatever that is to Terence Crawford. I think Boots is his own fighter, Terence is his own fighter, but I think they both hell of a fighters. I've been around Boots for years, and he's the truth.
And last one for me, I'll let you go. Obviously, everyone's talking about a potential fight, you and Teofimo. Is there any updates to that? I mean, is that something that you are looking towards?
Yeah, that's the fight I want. So, ain't no updates. I don't speak business until the deal is done. So,
Eddie Hearn, though, is all in. He believes that after Crawford, Usyk, and Inoue fade out, Jaron Ennis could become the new pound-for-pound king by 2026, and he insists that's no exaggeration. His raw power, timing, and athleticism make him the future.
I mean it disrespectfully when I say they just don't beat Jaron Ennis. In fact, that style is absolutely tailor-made for Boots. Just to make it clear on Virgil Ortiz. We sat in a room, me, Oscar de la Hoya, Eric Gomez, and the top DAZN execs in America. We talked about how a deal would work with those two fighters, and we agreed on a deal. We went away, we signed a new deal with Boots. Part of that deal, within the contract, was the deal that we agreed with Golden Boy and DAZN to fight Virgil Ortiz. Boots signed it. Now, we didn't hear anything back. We told them we're going to fight in October. They said they're going to fight in November, and we haven't heard anything back. On Tuesday, Eric Gomez called me, and he said, look, I just wanted to let you know, we're fighting Lubin. After that, we want to get the Boots fight made. I said, well, we're in. So I take their word for it, and I truly believe Oscar de la Hoya wants to make great fights. But that fight is done on our side, on all the terms that we agreed with Golden Boy. That fight for me, although it doesn't carry an official world championship, which is what we want at 54, is one of the best fights in boxing.
Crawford S. Camp isn't impressed. Brian Bomac McIntyre, Bud's longtime manager, has already said it clearly. Bud's not cutting down to 150 for anyone. If they want him, they'll have to come up and find him.